second turn. I was certainly taking notes because I do not like attacking those. The Electro Titans shredding through the...
It's pretty good, like only Tampa had to do a safe 2-star in the end and... Prepared second most. Yeah. Okay, that's the confidence. Casters.
Thank you. Great to hear. Paid off.
A very impressive performance there from good lately, and so I'm not too surprised those two teams win.
Yeah, I think both teams were really, really close when it comes down to like their defensive skills over the year as well, and offense in the end. Well, Repotted just had straight up the better counter. You can see it here with the stats, and pretty much all their 3-stars were with this Zap Titan strategy.
Yeah, the average destruction there as well, well over 95%. Unfortunate turn of events for Strut, but they will have their opportunity to turn things around later today. I think it was a phenomenal performance from Repotted. They deserve all of the credit for that one. And just, I don't know, I'm just observing how fantastic this place looks.
Absolutely, it's a crazy, crazy arena here. It's just kind of surreal to be in this place here, just with everybody. It's amazing every single year. Absolutely love the atmosphere, and the teams are putting on a really good show for us today too.
Yeah, I mean, as well, the audience cheering for the teams. Good defense, good offense, everything is there. But I think, Eric, you had an attack prepared which you want to break down.
Absolutely. I want to take a look at Dark Star's attack. They didn't take the win today, but I still wanted to go ahead and take a little bit of a look at this super minion bomb, actually. He did a super minion bomb, which is a massive way to set up a base to go in for anything you want to follow it up with. But just drop it in there with the clones, like Judo said during when it was live, spreading out those clones, I mean, before you make it invisible, to make so that you can get a nice spread of those super minions. And if you get a lot of defenses down, just like the super archer bomb, you're going to be able to just basically cripple that base there. You do not want to have the invisibilities miss and have those super minions unprotected. But if you're able to get a big chunk of the base there out like that, then you can follow it up with just about anything, and you're going to just walk through the base there like you did. So yeah, that was a very, very insane way to set it up there. And after that, like, how could you even possibly miss that attack there, Itsu?
That was right. That was just really, really impressive with the opening. Super Minion survived, took down the entire core. We have tried to count how many key defenses went down, but I think we should jump forward to the next section, which is going to be with Darian, well, in the viewer launch.
Hello, Clash Fest. So, as I said earlier, we're gonna be doing some cool merch giveaways during Clash Fest. And here's the first challenge. I want you to help me find a home for this little guy. What I want to see is your photos, comments if you're at Clash Fest, or if you're watching at home, post on social media using the hashtags ClashFest, Clash Worlds, and Clash Esports. At the end of each day, I'm going to be looking through your social media comments, and I'm going to pick my favorite one and give you some cool merch, like this little guy. And whether you're watching from here or watching from home, make sure you say hi to our international casters, whether you're saying konnichiwa, bonjour, buenos dias, annyeonghaseyo, guten tag, buongiorno, bon dia, or ni hao. Let's take it back to the table.
Very impressive there, Darian. We have had 2 matches. We've got 3 left to go today. So I think we should go over those matches to give everyone at home a bit of a recap as to where we are in the finals here, Eric.
Absolutely, and after that big win there for Na'Vi and for Repotted, they're moving on to the semifinals in the upper bracket there. And so as we move along these quarterfinals, we can see that up ahead, the next match here is going to be Tribe Gaming versus Class Champs, and then Super BLTX and Early Attacks. And then we'll go down to the lower bracket for the end of the day here. But we got a lot of action ahead of us. But it's time to get these teams out here and see who our next matchup is going to be.
That's right. We have the next teams coming up, and first in this well-awaited match is going to be Tribe Gaming!
And at this point, Tribe knows that they're going to have to win on stars to have a chance in this match.
I like the very last little push right there. Doesn't waste even a little bit at the end there. That's where the team talks. You see that last wall breaker that went in and was able to just explode onto a low HP building, get a little tiny bit more percentage. Every little bit could make a difference in the end, and can't take any of it for granted. But here is, I mean, that's a rough way to start this war here for Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, he wanted that queen to charge to the left side to be able to grab a scatter, a multi, everything over there. But unfortunately, that queen ability being forced too soon and losing those healers. You love to see the Clash Champs not only celebrating the offensive side, but celebrating on the defense side when they're holding a team like Tribe Gaming, who many might have had them winning this as a prediction. But we're going to see now what Clash Champs can do. Can they go 3 for 3 to start off this match? Leo is coming in with Super Barbarians. It's one of the most common metas at Town Hall 15 amongst these pros because of how strong they are with the base designs. As the balloons are used out front, he can drop the blimp. He drops a headhunter in there to help take out the enemy world champ. Yes, indeed. As the goal of these balloons are not only to take out these defenses, but really to try to also make it to help grab this scatter shot.
Yeah, get more value out of that ward ability by just tossing a couple extra troops instead of going absolute bare minimum. You're not just trying to save the blimp. You gotta save the headhunters to get the hero down. You gotta save the balloons to get some defense down. And with less invisibility used on this one, instead of doing super archers, he opts for the super minions, and he's able to take a big chunk of the base down. And it looks like he did. Now there is one downside of using super minions here, and that is that it only pulls out air targeting Clan Castle troops there. So there might be something heavy in there. The super minions were not able to destroy the building for the Clan Castle, so any troops will be in there still that didn't actually go down initially. So he needs to keep that in mind here. I didn't see exactly what came out, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, as his king is probably going to join in with this queen very soon to help protect her to the left side. There's the ice golem to move in towards this Grand Warden altar. A couple super barbarians will be deployed to make this queen path in towards the Eagle artillery. As he continues to work around, he can drop that apprentice warden with the queen potentially to really help boost her HP as the king is now down. As the queen should easily path into the Eagle now.
A very good pathing here to be able to transition between compartments here all the way until we get to the defensive queen. He's got wall breakers in standby, so definitely has a plan in place there to deal with it. But here comes the extra Clan Castle troops. There's a couple of rocket balloons, and that means the other ones were already dealt with. The queen can quickly handle that, which I am nowhere to be found down south. Not going to support with that, but that's okay. Here comes the wall break. First wall breaker was successful. Second one's going deep in the core of the base there, and look at where it landed, right into the range tower compartment, and that's going to get the king and the queen to transition south and be able to assist with him into this bottom corner and keep pushing the right side.
Yeah, no more wall breaks for this queen, so she's going to have to make her way around the bottom side as the Axel raged up is forcing that queen ability. But now we have to push through towards that defensive king. Does have one headhunter to help try to slow and take him down as the Royal Champion now needs to make its way into the mile. One freeze can really help protect the RC. She does get locked on by the monolith.
Very good, very good. Got the stun right there. They're already cheering. They're already cheering. They're going crazy, and they deserve it. It's another triple. Clash Champs has 3 on the board. It's going to have to be a full reverse sweep here for Tribe Game to swing this back. This is total domination so far.
Clash Champs coming here and really making a statement. 3 for 3 in this match. And I mean, the last time they played, Clash Champs did put up that perfect floor against Tribe Gaming. Tribe's bases are not holding, as we're seeing the value of the super minions, able to grab the Town Hall, the multi, the scatter shot. So much here was incredible from Leo.
Yeah, and I saw that there were some defensive super minions just kind of mixed in with the offensive super minions. There's so many of them running around the area there. It's all chaos at the start of the attack there, but it's controlled chaos, and maybe that's just how they live. I don't know. But they definitely have started off very, very strong here. And I mean, you look at those predictions from the start of the match there, and everybody was looking at Tribe. A lot of people looking at Tribe, but that doesn't seem to be the way it's playing out. But maybe Tribe can swing it around right now. Exorcist is going to put his faith in the Queen charge into Super Barbarians. He does have a bunch of balloons and a blimp here selected at the moment here, but he's just going to be starting with the Queen to go after the defensive king. Nice headhunter down, nice simple approach, directly targeting all the defenses along the edge there. That is going to funnel the Queen to go north on the base. Our keeper under control. And it looks like he, oh, I like that, using the haste with the balloons to go after the multi-inferno. That also triggers any potential traps that would stop him from securing the town takedown. And then the blimp taking the town hall will be used as this initial funneling point to keep the Queen safe and moving north to the top side of the base.
And look at that, able to help remove the town hall with just a freeze. Didn't have to rage up the Yetis. There's a couple sneaky goblins inside of the blimp to help remove it. Nice and easy as the Queen is charging her way with the assistance of this apprentice warden, which is going to help speed up the Queen charge, helping take down those defenses. As the healers are raged up to get through the Raw Champ, the scatter shot, and the defensive rage with 3 super wall breakers to try to help with this Queen charge.
King's going exactly where he would like him to. The Queen able to reach into that compartment and just go down the channel. Here comes the first wall breaks right now, trying to get the Queen to transition forward. Can't get it with just one, you gotta go for 2, but the first one does get a lot of access granted, so we can reach the multi-inferno, and King keeping that Expo under control up top there, but looks like the Queen chasing a Lava Hound off for a minute there, and she stays inside of the range of the Monolith, so she's going to stay under sustained heavy fire here. But the extra wall breakers were successful, and now he has full access in the core of the base, but he has to keep this Queen alive.
Yeah, that Queen key stays under rage with these healers. Going to be able to grab the multi, the mile, the back end multi as well as he continues around with Super Barbarians as the Royal Champion will make her way to the left with the defending Queen to the bottom. But get ready for these defenses about to be raged up as once he enters this area, the Royal Champion will trigger it, and there's the rage. This is going to do a lot of damage here, but one Super Barbarian left. The defensive Queen is down there. He drops another Super Barb trying to help take her down, but is not able to do it.
Queen's going to be the last line of defense on the base here. He has to find a way to get through here. He goes invisible with his Royal Champion, but hasn't locked on yet. We have one more Headhunter on its way in right now. Everybody not going to the Queen. There's another freeze. They're ignoring her. Headhunter gets sniped off. He's still looking all right. He's already curing.
Yes.
That Queen's not going to cause any problems. Not even a thought in his mind there that he would fail that. He's got it under control, and now we have to see this trend continue. We have to see them pick up some defenses, but that's a step in the right direction and gives them a chance to make the comeback.
This is the momentum shift they need. Granted, Clash Champs have 3 triples. If it's a defense, that will be huge for Tribe. This will be helping with Tribe's mindset now that we saw our first 3-star. Can we get more? They have to deliver. We saw now Exorcist coming in with the Super Barbarians, getting the value, moving in and out of these compartments with ease. And look at that. We love those celebrations in from Tribe, getting it done. And now they have to stay focused. They have 2 amazing attackers left, Yo-Yo and Rikiris. Rikiris, the highest hit rate player in this whole tournament here at 70%. No other player is at that mark. So we'll have to pay attention to his attack. But can Clash Champs get a 4th triple? Let's find out. Loop is now in with what looks to be a, well, I was going to say a Skelly Donut. It looks like he is, but he's not going for the Clan Castle. He's going for the multis. I think he wanted that Monolith there. Yep. He accidentally made that Monolith invisible at the very start.
It's okay, it's okay. The Bats have a lot of firepower here. They can make their way back over to it. They actually get the extra battle builders as well. There he gets, oh, he's getting a lot of extra value out of that. Very, very good value for Loop. And this is at a critical moment of this war here. The chance for a Tribe just kind of hangs in the balance on this one here. We could just hear the crowd chanting that they want the defense. You can hear those Tribe Gaming fans making some noise in the crowd here. And let's see if Luke can handle the pressure right now to keep his team safe. You cannot take it easy at this point here. We've got Ground Skelly popping into this Royal Champion. He's got the Teslas in that area as well, beating some resistance right there. And the Queen is making her way north. Now notice the Queen is not necessarily having to take the Town Hall herself, and she definitely will not. But he has the Sneaky Goblins on standby there, so she needs to get the storage out of the way so the Sneaky Goblins have a path to get inside of the base. But we still see another storage over right where the Road Champion is standing, which could actually mess up the pathing here for the Sneaky Goblins, but he's going to go ahead and try to snipe it up now while he still gets some tanking, invest a couple of them there, but he needs to secure this Town Hall takedown with the Goblins no matter what.
As we have Ice Golems now here, won't be a big threat to the Lalo as Sneaky Goblins need to go in. He drops one test Sneaky. He activates the Tornado. Ooh. He activates the jump up, but this means he has to wait. He can't deploy this. This could come back as a time fail if he's moving in here as the Sneakies make their way to the invis. Locking up the Town Hall with the Sneaky Goblins, and now the Lalo can commence.
Here we go. The most important part of the attack here going to be going to the late Eagle Artillery approach here. Slammer goes into the very top to block the Multi-Inferno. A couple of balloons to just give it a little bit of cover and pick up the outside defenses. Perfect amount invested into that to give the support that he needs. And there's the ward ability going through the defensive Road Champion. Headhunters under the ward ability. Got that under control. But we got Ice Golems going his way here, and that could be a little bit of a problem. Maybe not. Actually, that's perfectly fine.
The Headhunters, they were not able to remove the Royal Champion. She stayed up. They found Spring Traps, and the one was not able to do it, so he drops the Poison Spell. The Hell trying to take the RC down, but she's slowly going to be picking these balloons off as he continues his way down the south. He's only got 4 more balloons, Eric.
Yeah, all right, well, he's got those balloons going to the very bottom as the Hound arrives. The Eagle Artillery strikes go to that Hound. The Slammer is going to be the last-ditch effort to try to get this base down. Still able to freeze, is not able to cover the air defense and the Grand Warden, so he missed some value on that. He's out of spells now. He's just coasting. He's got a couple cleanup troops that he toss in wherever he needs to, but he's got a lot of base to cover. And you're right, time, because he has to go through the defenses on the right and circle all the way up to the expos there. There's not enough time. It's looking like the defense is going in the favor of Tribe and give them a chance right after they pick up that triple.
Oh my, look at that. Time is not gonna be on his side. He had to wait. The Tornado Trap out with the Sneaky Goblins, and he's gonna get a 96%. But that's okay because they have the percentage advantage.
They do.
Which means that Tribe still must triple out to have any chance and hope for a low percentage defense. It's gonna come down to Yo-Yo and Rikira's. What can they do for Tribe?
Class Champ still controls this war very, very heavily right now, so it's their war to lose right now, and Tribe Jamie just trying to do whatever they can to be able to keep up, and they're doing a pretty good job so far, but they have to get a second triple in a row here, and so this next attack is critically important. If they miss this one here, then the chances for the comeback drop off dramatically, but let's see what happens, and let's get into this next attack.
The best hit rate player, Rikira, is hitting right now out of any player in this 2023 Clash of Clans World Championship, hitting at a 70% hit rate. The next closest is at 66%.
Wow.
And that's Pete Castro of Clash Champs coming in. So the top 2 players in these teams here, as Rikira is coming in with a Skelly, Dona, Lalo, looking to remove the Monolith and the Clan Castle to start.
Very, very simple approach here. The buildings are perfectly lined up there, so it makes the spell placement rather simple, but he does get his 2 targets down, and it looks like he holds on to 1 invisibility. Yeah, he has 1 extra invisibility, and now that I'm seeing that he has Sneaky Goblins as well, he could use that extra 1 to secure the tower takedown with those Sneaky Goblins if it's set up properly, so that could definitely be a very, very good option, and I've actually seen him using this attack a lot recently, so I feel like that's what he's going for here.
Look at this. The Queen's going to be going for the storages in front of the Town Hall. The King is going to be going for that multi-target Inferno and even grab the Royal Champion because she's going to jump over that wall.
True.
Some fantastic value to start, but we do have a poison spell behind the Town Hall. If he activates it, it gets tossed in front. He has to wait it out, but he might start his Lalo early because he knows he has a 3-star no matter what, but the poison got launched to the King, so he's clear and safe in front of the Town Hall.
Yeah, Phoenix will pick that King back up there so we can find out that Road Champion as soon as he gets some of those ground skills. I don't think he's going to win that fight, though. I feel like he's going to leave that defensive Road Champion up, but does get the storage out of the way. The Queen goes over there. Maybe she can get the assist and get it down because, like we said, he doesn't need the Queen to take the Town Hall. The Sneak Goblins are right there. He's got the invincibility, and it looks like he's got it under control, and the RCA defense does indeed go down. You always, in a Lalo, you want to have your heroes take out either the defensive Queen or the Road Champion because you need to have the other set prepared to take out the the other defensive hero with headhunters protected under awardability. Very, very important. But now, moment of truth here for Rakiris.
Look at this. He's got to drop headhunters under this ward and get ready. When he pops a ward ability, headhunters must be there to go for this defensive queen. Just keep your eye on if there's any spring traps. But wait, no, the king's down there.
Yeah,
he's got to drop him from the top side. They
gotta go
to
from
the
top
king.
left.
Absolutely, yeah. They got to sneak in just that, try to help take down the enemy queen.
Hasn't attempted it yet there. The world champion will be the first to arrive into the defensive queen under portability. She is going to get her down, so that works out perfectly. Down south, we do have the slammer open up into rocket blues to get another scatter shot. They're going to take it right there. Swarming into the backside, multi-inferno looking good here. RC ability still intact here, still moving. Rakiris has a ton of time left here as well.
But it's a rage up multi doing so much damage to these balloons. They are going down one at a time. The royal champion's taking a lot of damage with the diggy. Stuns the Expo as he continues his way through. The bomb tower explodes, damaging even more. 26 seconds. He drops the balloons to try to take the archer down. RC goes down.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get that last archer tower down. He's got a bunch of troops swarming in. Diggy takes stun on one of them. He's still got it under control. He's got time. Rakiris will pick it with a triple here for Tribe Gaming, and they have leveled out the score. They're within reach. They just need another defense, and they have their chance.
One more defense is what they are looking for to try to make a comeback to Clash Champs. But Clash Champs want to end their hopes with their next attack, because the most Tribe Gaming can get is 13 stars. If Clash Champs get a 3-star, that puts them to 14, and Tribe Gaming will have no chance. Remember, this is the third match here in the World Championship. This is the very start. It's a double elimination. If you lose, you go down to the lower bracket, and you still have one more try. But if you lose a second time, that is when you are eliminated from the competition, have no chance at winning it. As here we go. Can Clash Champs end Tribe Gaming's hope in the upper bracket? Let's find out.
Time and time again, the wars land in the hands of Seleno, one of the most clutch closers in all of Clash of Clans. Let's see if he can make this happen as he goes in with this blimp to set us up here. He's got the double clone. He's got a lot of invisibility here. He has the option of super archers or super minions here. And it looks like he's going down to the ground here and trying to see what kind of value he can get out of this, as all the pressure is on the line. Remember, he doesn't necessarily have to triple this. He has to get a solid amount of percentage here, because their previous one was such a high percentage that it does make these stakes here a little bit easier, but he does get a lot of value out of that. And I think Carbonfin's calculating here, 79% would be the tie. So he needs 80% to cross through and knock Tribe Gaming down a lower bracket.
80% is the mark that Seleno needs a hit. Remember, Seleno was the one that had to get back-to-back triples to get them to Helsinki in the World Championship. He's definitely capable of delivering when they need it. As we got Super Barbarians to use up and around the space, the value's already there to the bottom side. At this point, all he needs is the percentage to give Clash Champs the victory.
Just need to keep on moving here. Got the defensive CC under control. The Electro Titan is right there, so watch those lava pups there. Boom, and there they go as they instantly get evaporated into that Electro Titan's aura and keep the heroes moving smooth. No poison necessary in that, but there's the ward ability timed with the king ability, able to get all the barbarians protected under the ward ability and surge forward to get maximum value out of him. And as long as the queen circles north here, he's in a good spot. The queen delaying back a little bit there, but she should be fine. Those wall segments are pretty small, so she should circle around. He's quickly climbing his percentage up. I can't see much stopping him from getting the percentage here, but he's still pushing all the way through and very likely to even push to the triple here.
Let's go to hear it here as RC is still yet to be deployed with an invis left here for Seleno, as he now sends the World Champion to go in for the multi-target Inferno to help take that out. Just needs 9 more percentage to lock it up as he's getting through. The Queen is still up. She still has her ability. One ice goal and a handful of Super Barbarians left.
RC cut across there, getting stalled up a little bit there, but I mean, he's got the percentage here. Clash Champs is taking the win here. They're knocking Tribe Gaming Queen down to that lower bracket, and he's still moving here. He's still sitting on 8 more Super Barbarians, more spell support. He starts to swarm to the very bottom there, getting that defensive King under control. Yeah, he got that King under control. He's got the headhunters, and yeah, he's still pushing all the way through. He's just got to beat the clock. That is domination here. Clash Champs barely off of the perfect war on this match.
Look at that. Clash Champs getting the victory. We still have one more attack to come in from Yo-Yo, but it's too far. They getting the victory. Unbelievable performance here. Clash Champs delivering, and they are celebrating to keep their upper bracket streak moving through. This is only the first match for them in the competition, but if you're going from the upper bracket, you don't have to play as many as the lower bracket teams.
Yeah, it's crazy that am I wrong to think that every single team has won so far has hit 14 stars?
Wow.
It has, right?
Yeah.
So that's insane. That's an 80% 3-star rate there, which is mind-blowingly good. But I mean, to be able to do it not just anywhere, but on the stage here, under the pressure, under the lights, with everybody watching, like that's actually insane. But let's go over to Tribe Gaming. Let's see what this last attack looks like and see if they ever had a chance in the first place. Despite the defeat, I'm always interested to see this final plan, to see if they did have that opportunity, would this plan have been solid enough to be able to carry them to victory? So Yo-Yo 23 making his way in with a Super Bowler smash. He's got the Siege Barracks here, and he's gonna run the bowlers right into the core. I always like the bowler attacks against the anti-2-star bases with that Town Hall packed in the middle, kind of the ring style bases. They can be a little bit difficult to punch, but once you get there with Super Bowlers, they can take some big punches into the core and do a lot of damage very, very quickly. But I like this setup here, just be able to reach a scatter shot as he works his way along the outside, wall break over to the right, and that can be an entry point right over by the Monolith and the Multi-Inferno.
Yeah, with that King and that Siege Barracks, with a free pack coming right out of it to move to the right side, gonna set that funnel as his Queen is now stepping in to take out the enemy Queen. And the Super Bowlers are now coming in to help join in with the Warden, the Queen, and hopefully these healers can have help transfer off to him as the jump spell gives them access straight to the Town Hall. Now it's all about the Warden ability time. You want to try to save it for as late as possible as the Town Hall explodes.
Very, very quickly he takes down the Monolith there with the bowler bounces and engages the Ice Golems. The Ice Golems are going to be anchoring him down here. Usually we like to attack from the Clan Castle side of the base there so we can get the Ice Golems out of the way before we get to the core, and that way we can have the ward ability to get us through that Town Hall takedown. But we have to be delayed here for just a moment because we want to make sure the healers don't get pulled into that Town Hall poison too quickly, and so taking advantage of the Super Bowler's range can definitely give you the support that you need to get through that. But we see Skeleton Spell supporting the top side as the Royal Champion, the King, try to clear on the outside.
Yeah, with this Queen ability to help secure the defensive King on the bottom side. The Royal Champion's moving through the scatter up top with a Skeleton Spell providing a distraction near the scatter and the double expos. The healers are still alive on his Queen.
Very, very strong push here. Road Champion just holding on to her ability there. Still trying to get through all these ground skillies, but they just keep on popping on her. And there's the last freeze. I think he's got it under control. RC ability would be able to sweep out the rest of the defenses here. So it is too little, too late, unfortunately, for Tribe Gaming, but they do hit that mark of a 60% hit rate and still climbing to 13 stars. A stellar performance, and that would win a lot of wars here. But it's not able to win this one because Clash Champs is going to take this win, put it out of reach before he ever had this attack go through. So there it is, triple on the board, and give it up for Clash Champs as they take this win in the upper bracket.
Congratulations, Clash Champs. Moving forward in the upper bracket indeed, but Tribe Gaming will have another chance in the lower bracket. They are not out of it. It is a double elimination tournament here with a 300 $1,000 first place prize, which will be given out on Sunday. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Incredible. We have more matches, 2 more matches here today. I cannot wait to see what they will be. But let's go ahead and go to the stage with Itsu to interview with Clash Champs.
Huge win here for Clash Champs. Congrats on that win. But you've played versus Tribe Gaming multiple times over the last couple of weeks. Do you think this gave you an advantage for this specific match?
Uma super vitória, parabéns para vocês. Vocês jogaram contra a Tribe na última semana muitas vezes. Vocês acham que isso foi uma vantagem para vocês, para esse jogo?
Acho que sim, porque nós ganhamos o torneio em cima deles e isso deu mais motivação pra gente.
I believe so, because we won a tournament against them and that gave us more motivation.
That sounds really confident, but your voice tells it already. They are really known for the energetic experience on the stage, the energetic experience for all of the viewers. Were you happy with your performance on the energy level, or do you think you will even push it further with the next matches?
A sua voz está até um pouco rouca. O nível de energia de vocês é altíssimo. Você está feliz com o nível de energia que vocês tiveram, ou vocês vão levantar essa energia ainda mais da próxima vez?
Aqui é Brasil, a gente vai mostrar o que é força, o que é motivação.
Só aqui é Brasil, a gente vai arrasar, é força, é motivação. This is Brazil, we're gonna smash it, strength and motivation.
That is really promising to hear. So I think we should go back to the casters and prepare for the next match.
Thank you, Itsu there. Congrats again to Clash Champs advancing in the upper bracket. We are seeing so many amazing matches, but let's go and welcome Judo here to the desk. Man, what a match we had.
Incredible. It seemed like luck wasn't on Tribe's side from the start with that 99%. But either way, you've got to give credit to Clash Champs. They came out, smashed those bases, and deserved the victory.
Yeah, and even if they did get that time fail to convert, they still wouldn't have been able to pass the percentage there from Clash Champs. But Clash Champs is playing on a completely another level right there with their only miss 4 buildings off of a perfect war there. And doing that on a normal day there is like just normal for them, but doing that at that kind of level, this big stage here, that just shows you how prepared they came.
You have to get so close to perfect wars to be taking down teams like this. If you can't do it, you're not going to be able to advance. You have to have your best days of the competition here in the World Championship, because one bad day could send you home.
Absolutely. We've already seen the performances of the different teams. It's really close matches as well. It's just so hard to predict. And I think it's been testament that it's anybody's game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people are going to have their brackets busted by the end of the day here about their predictions, but there's our MVP, Celinho, of course, because he triples when it matters the most, and he did it all the way through the competition. Get him here, and then he does it again on the stage here. But you got an attack you want to look there, Judo?
Yeah, well, you saw Leo in second place there. That's the attack that I wanted to break down. The third triple, which really put things into Clash Champs' favor. So notice with the Super Minion Blimp, which we did see previously, he does use a couple of the balloons with the Warden here initially. If you're going to use the Grand Warden ability for the Battle Blimp moving through the base, you might as well get a bunch of value at the same time. And then when we do get to the Blimp portion, you can notice that he spreads the clones like we talked about, but continues to use the invisibility away from the Town Hall. So notice the Battle Blimp, you don't want to pop it next to the Town Hall, even though that's your primary target. You want to make sure that they are far enough away to reach all of the... effectively just get the Rage Tower down of the way here as well. Then we have, oh my, he dropped the invisibility rather than the skeleton spells, Maxi. Such a huge mistake here.
Oh, yes.
I don't see how he can do anything at this point. Is he even going to get the clan castle?
Maybe, I don't know, it's close, it is low, the middle builds back up, he tried to go for the but unfortunately falls short, and that is definitely not how you want to start an attack, but now in my opinion it's all about securing that 2-star. That's the most important thing now.
It has to be. It is a team game, so he has to lock up the 2 stars, push the percentage as high as possible so that his teammates can then get those 3 stars and hopefully bring them out to victory. He's got to just put this behind him, which he seemingly is at the moment, setting that funnel at the top. King and Queen nicely now working their way towards that town hall with the golem protecting the Queen.
Yeah, but now I wonder if the King is going to be enough to take out that town hall as the CC is being lured, as the troops... Okay, the Queen is coming back, so that might give him the edge to get this town hall down. But he doesn't have a poison, remember? He wanted to take the clan castle out with the spells that he brought, the Skelly and the Rage and the Invisibility.
I feel like he might have had to freeze the clan castle troops behind the town hall, because now they're in front. His heroes are attacking them. He's trying to send the super barbarians in. Maybe it's just Hog Riders into the town hall at this point, because like you said, he has to get the 2-star.
Yeah, but I feel like he is still going all in. Not even now he's sending the Royal Champion or anything directly. Rather, he tries to hit the vulnerability so the Royal Champion is in it, which actually works so far. Luckily, he didn't find any skeleton traps, but while the Hogs are doing work at the top side, we really need that Town Hall takedown now. But it seems like the Royal Champion will get it one more shot. Yes, so that should secure the 2-star if he's able to climb over the 50% threshold.
Very well done, holding his nerve, making sure the Royal Champion could secure that Town Hall with the side swipe and allow the Hog Riders to drive the percentage, because the last thing you want to do is commit too much to the Town Hall and not get the 50%, let alone the high percentage. Like I mentioned, it is a team game. You can see his teammates giving him some praise there. Just, you know, try not to worry about it. We got you 60%. At least he got that 2-star, but are the other team going to be able to capitalize on that? What do you think? Are Super going to be able to do this?
I do think so, because on average all of these players can get more than 60% 2-star in a hit, so that definitely sets his team off there and was not great for their momentum, I bet. But I feel like he looked very calm, but he was shaking like internally, because what he did there seemed like he was really, really nervous. In the end, I'm very happy that he was able to take the Town Hall out, because so far we have not seen any perfect war, you know? So with a 14-star war, you will still beat many teams around here, so they shouldn't really stop now. They should still keep on fighting, but first a defense would be nice, so let's see what Super can bring to the table in their first attack.
I feel like even though there was a big defense, the pressure's still on here in order to capitalize on that. It might even, because it's so different to the norm, be a little bit more pressure on him. And look at the amount of sneaky goblins to attack Maxi.
That is a lot of sneaky goblins. He really wants to get that Town Hall, but other than that, maybe he wants to grab something else. Like, now he's got that out of the way. Now he can easily target the Town Hall already. So that would be like 7, 8 more sneaky goblins he needs, just 6. So 12 more to go. Interested to see what he is going to do with that. But first of all, that Town Hall needs to fall. And it does.
Fantastic job done to perfection there as well. Just the right amount of sneaky goblins at each stage. And yeah, he's just using them to clear many of them high hit point storages rather. Sneaky goblins on the defenses only happens after they do get all of the loot-based buildings down. But now you see that's why. Very effectively get rid of those storages so the heroes don't get caught up and they follow the log launcher into this clan castle area.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we were talking about how Super is the big unknown to many of those teams. Of course, we have seen them a couple of times throughout the year, but especially their bases remain a huge secret. So we should take a look at that in the next attack as well, because you said it, they have a very well-known base builder who built for JX Tiger back in the day, and also in their qualifying stage they used burned bases from the other teams, so no one knew what they would come up with. But now let's concentrate on this attack, because also I feel like this is kind of out of the box with that many super barbs and super goblins.
Yeah, and with that hero push, he's managed to simultaneously pop both rage spell towers. That looks fantastic in the middle of the base. But it does mean once they go down, he's just making small pushes to the left and then the right, just adapting based on where his heroes go at this point. So really nice job to reinforce the RC side with the balloons. Meanwhile, the Queen not quite getting in towards that single target Inferno. Do you think that's going to be a problem towards the end here?
Yeah, it might be, because now this Queen is shooting away at a wall. However, he's sending in the... he's already sent in all the Super Barbarians at the top side to try to tank for the Royal Champion. Now he has to invest in freeze as well, so that means he's out of spells. And if that Royal Champion gets into the range of the single Inferno, she won't have a good time. So it definitely, I think it comes down to the Queen wrapping around this base and going into the single Inferno, which can take a lot of time, given that he only has 30 seconds left. That could be a problem.
It certainly could be time ticking. He's got the Queen ability, but like you said, he's got to try and save that. Maybe he uses it through these initial defenses to push through.
She just retargeted, like she wanted to go outside of the wall. Okay, now she finally goes. Otherwise, if she would have gone for that army camp in the corner, it would have saved a couple of seconds. And to the seconds, it's coming down now, Judo.
Just going to fall short. Don't tell me it's another 99%. Oh, it's almost worse than the 98. Obviously, it's not, but it just pains that little bit more. Super BLTX obviously taking an early advantage, but not quite able to capitalize on that 3-star. Early attacks still got a lot to do, though, because they need to put that first attack behind them now.
Yeah, but it's still, even though it was a 99% 2-star, so it's a very high 2-star, that gives early attacks a little bit of hope, because now they just need one defense and they could still win out of their own power with 3-starring the rest of the bases. So that would actually make so they could come back from this upsetting first big fail that they unfortunately had. So I think that will give them a little bit of motivation, but they have to, you know, put that also into an attack now.
Absolutely, you'd always rather have the stars on the board, because the stars are what determine the war. The percentage is great, but you need to have those stars, so you would always rather have the 3 stars. Can they get one themselves? Let's see what early attacks got.
And it's going to be none other than Yatta. And we know that he is one of the fan favorites. We could already hear the shouts from the viewers that are here in the arena in Helsinki. And Yatta is not coming in with the Super Bowlers that he is so known for, but rather with a Queen Charge recall and then the Super Dragons.
Very interested to see how he plays this one. Typically on these styles of bases, notice he deployed the Queen directly at 12 o'clock. You don't have to worry about committing funneling troops. You can just allow the Queen to go whichever way she wants, to the left, to the right, and then you just flip the plan accordingly. Sending those Coco Balloons in, getting some nice value as well. And brilliant use of the poison, get rid of the headhunters early, and then notice that one minion in his army composition when that Lava Hound pops.
Yeah, great prediction there from you. And I think he wasn't sure if he was going to go out the CC, but he tried and he was able to. And that is a really nice value early on, extra value for the Queen early on. But now he also knows that he has to be quick in deploying those troops, and that's exactly what he does right away with the Super Dragons. Otherwise, time could be a problem. But now I think the biggest worry for him is the Town Hall takedown for now.
Absolutely. You always want a good split on the Dragons. Look, the use of the freeze spell into the Queen, but she doesn't go down. That could be a problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, the air defense was not being tanked for by any other troops, so it was able to take out this Super Dragon. So that will be the question, if that investment early on might be a problem later.
There's a battle bit drill down to the bottom. Fortunately, the Super Dragons up there. It's hard to say we're going to dodge the poison if one of them decided to go through. Battle drill still going through and popping the defenses, but really what he wanted with the Super Dragons is the core. Notice that rage spell now, trying to just get any final defenses he can because his heroes cannot tackle that area.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And unfortunately, the Queen went back into this enemy Queen compartment, but now luckily she can wrap through due to the wall break that the battle drill provided. So very nice to have that in the mix as well. And while the Town Hall takedown went well for him, I feel like his troops are thinning out way too quickly there at the bottom of the base. And the Raged Up Multi-Inferno even takes out the healer, so that means no extra value for the Queen. And that is not the 3-star that they needed. In fact, it's going to be another quite low percentage 2-star here.
Yeah, you've got to say this will be difficult for early attacks. Now, did all he could in the end with the Super Dragon splitting, but 66% 2-star with the 99. I know it wasn't a 3, but momentum-wise, how do you think do you still get that confidence boost from a 99 as if it's a triple, or? I
definitely think so, especially if it's such a close attack like the one that we just saw. Like you know, throughout all the attack, you as a team, you hope for the defense. And then like when it comes down to the last seconds and it's either the 3-star or the defense and you get it, you will, like, your whole team will cheer and it will definitely boost you. But unfortunately, it didn't help their performance, and they really need to increase the star and percent count that they get with their attacks to come back into this match.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves kicking in here with because we know they are a solid team, but let's find out if Super VLTX can get the first 3-star of this wall.
Manta is preparing and now dropping his first troops, and interestingly we see another attack that is based on Super Barbarians and Super Goblins. Basically the same setup here, but a little Lalo included there. 9 balloons and a Lava Hound, so it feels like they are really dissecting the base, building by building, and have a plan for every single compartment there is.
Yeah, I really like this plan, using the sneaky goblins in towards the town halls. A little bit like what we've seen in back in 2021. I think this strategy was really popular. Sneaky goblins for the town hall, hero dive in one area. Let's see, he's got a lot of difficulty now getting this town hall. Only 8 sneaky goblins left. He's tested for the area. Oh. The haste spell is gone. He might have to use 2 invisibility spells here. That's a little bit early as well. He had to use the second early.
Ooh, the mortar shot once. And talk, they still get it. It was a multi-mortar, so I think 2 shots might have killed the Super Goblins. So he did well in investing a little bit more there just to be sure with this extra invisibility spell to lead them into the town hall and then to take it out. But now that is done, and he is right away concentrating on the next part of the attack, using the Earthquake to first damage the defenses, but also the walls, so the lock launcher will open them even sooner.
Fantastic value there. That's always the good thing about diving into these areas. But wait, look at his heroes here, Max. King's gone on the outside. Queen is fortunately still there. So alongside the Yetis, he doesn't have a rage. Oh, he did have a rage to use there. So will he be able to get the Eagle and push the Queen maybe even in towards the Monolith?
Yeah, it's still looking okay as he has the Yetis tanking and the Raged Up Unicorn healing the Queen, but definitely he would have wanted the King and the tanking power of the Electro Titan, and yeah, he pops the Queen ability right away, but the Giant Bomb kills her! So the tanking, the extra tanking would have been really nice. The question is, can he, was that enough value? Can he still come back from it?
He's got the Skeleton spell and the RC ability alongside the 2 free spells, but you've got to say, with 3 expos still up firing, the defending heroes, this is not going to be easy, and time is not on his side either. Has to use one of those free spells early, trying to save the Royal Champion ability for further into this backside of the base. Is he going to be able to get, they still got 1 Valkyrie to try and reinforce as well once they move through.
Oh, he's not freezing, I think. Oh, no, oh, the freeze was late, but maybe he can still get the scatter shot. He got the Royal Champion out of the way, yes, and the scatter, but this Rage Tower for now will stay up, and it's just 20 seconds on the clock, and more than 17 buildings to be exact still to go, and yeah, no more troops. This is not going to be the 3-star, so the score on stars is going to stay even. even between those teams, and it means we still have a match at hand, even though early attacks were not able to perform in their first 2 attacks. So the door is still open.
Still anybody's game, and I hate to say it, but we have seen it time and time again, where the teams are cranking away the percentage. They get such a big lead, but then they don't capitalize on the stars. And I'll just stop the conversation there.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah, no.
But it's certainly a likelihood. Somebody has got to get that 3-star and really put the pressure on the other team, because right now it seems like they're both struggling.
Yeah, absolutely. And what surprises me a little bit here is that Super is indeed coming in with a strategy that is not really expected, yeah? So it's something new. But they're not successful with it. You would think that they have practiced this a lot and know which bases to attack. But we have to wait and see how it goes for them in the next attacks. But for now, it's going to be early attacks next.
Lots of support from the audience here for both sides as well. Let's see what we can have. The Ice Hounds in this one. So an Ice Lalo attack, Maxi. I always like to see where they use it. But look at this. 2 invisibility spells with a battle drill to target the Rage Tower in the center.
He's smiling. I love this. He knows that everyone will love this, and it's working. We've seen it before, I think, once, but I don't even remember if it was Hiroya doing it. What I do remember, though, is that he is the highest hit rate player in early attacks, and there was some perfectly timed invisibility spells there to give the biggest possible value to the Super Wizards. And even though he didn't get the multi-inferno, I don't think he was intending to.
Yeah, the battle drill is Blizzard taking out a huge chunk there at the start. Smiles all around, but let's see whether he can get that 3-star. Electro Titan will make short work of the Lava Hound once it pops. So it pops there. Notice the Royal Champion moving in from the top side of the base, not messing around here so that she can move in towards the multi-target Inferno compartment. Meanwhile, the King and Queen can move into this southern area. And he's obviously just trying to then Lalo through the Town Hall area at the back.
Yeah, and the thing is, he can take out all the multi-infernos, most likely at least. With this Royal Champion in there. And this one multi-inferno in the core, you can notice that it is not raged up, unlike the other multi-infernos. So that is great value for the heroes, but the Lalo has already started, and it's about the Town Hall takedown now. The Warden ability used early, and this is looking like a smashing 3-star from the highest hit rate player from early attacks.
Early attacks, like we said, it does not matter about percentage. It is a team game, and he has came through, smashed this base, not only tripling Maxi, look at the devastation, and over 1 minute left as well. What a turnaround, and Super BLTX, despite being in the percentage lead, have got to pick things up.
Absolutely, and what a plan as well. We love to see that creativity from the players. Hiroya delivered when it matters, early attacks, but late 3-stars. Anyways, I think Super might have to come up with something else than the attack strategy they have been using so far. So it will be interesting to see if they switch it up a little bit for the next one.
Indeed, a huge round of applause for Hiroya there, because, like you said, very impressive. Always having something different. The teams, they understand who they're going up against. They build the bases to try and trap them. And then if you can think of something outside of the box, nobody tested that battle.
No.
He's good.
Yeah, I bet you are right about that. And look at this once again, the way that these buildings are set up, and you have to be quite accurate to cover all of those defenses, but Hiroya did it perfectly. And there were actually some traps in the building, and there we can see the team once more, how happy they are, because they know they are still in this. Even though they didn't have the start they probably wanted, so they might feel very happy, and Super might feel the pressure now.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the lead, essentially. So let's find out whether Super BLTX can get a returning 3-star.
One more more deep breath for Peng before he takes on Chihuahua's base. And yeah, he didn't listen to me, obviously, but maybe he knows better than me. He's coming in once again with the Super Goblin, Super Barbarian strategy. And maybe you guys at home can come up with a name in the chat already that we should give this strategy that I think has no name so far. It's the no-name Super Troop strategy so far.
Yeah, I'm sure over in Darian's social corner, he'll be able to figure out exactly what that is. Focusing back on this one, he's got to get the storages down, just about gets that one. So now you can see that one test, Sneaky Goblin. Make sure to check the pathing to the Town Hall, but also that there's no traps. Then we send them all in alongside the invisibility, making sure, obviously, not to turn the Town Hall invisible, because that would be a disaster.
Indeed it would be, and it seemed like this invis was even a little close, but it worked out in the end. Now let's see how Peng can get into the core of the base this time around, because we know that all the players so far have tried to funnel the outside building with their super troops, but it didn't work all of the times. Now the Queen can take out this Expo from outside, and let's see if she steps out, steps into the multi after that.
Yeah, I really like the approach here because we've seen a similar strategy develop with the Hog Riders, but they're basically using the same entries, then lallowing in one side with the Royal Champion, and using the heroes on the other side with the Super Barbarians, it seems. You can see that Lalo in from the right-hand side, defending the Royal Champion, getting to work on those, and he has to get in towards that scatter shot. The Air Sweeper proving troublesome.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the Queen lost her ability early on because she was not covered by the Warden ability. But he reacts there very nicely with the Invis to make sure that the Queen can take out the Monolith that could otherwise pose a threat in the end of the attack. The Royal Champion still has her ability and 2 freezes in the back as well, but even 2 freezes might not be enough to get through that enemy king that is waiting at the 12 o'clock multi-inferno.
Yeah, was he sending the Super Barbarians in at the top already? It seemed like they were just taking fire, whereas if he had been sending them in now, they'd also be protecting the Royal Champion, right? So maybe just sending things in a little bit too early here, but still, there's quite a lot of defenses left up. And despite a really nice approaches don't win wars. You need the 3 stars, and right now, early attacks, they're in the lead, despite the lower percentage.
They indeed are, because the Warden alone will not be able to finish this base. And that is quite interesting that they come in so confident with this strategy 3 times in a row. And maybe that is what they thought would be the best counter to those diamond-shaped bases that early attacks are running. But so far, it's not working out for them. And I doubt that early attacks were testing and predicting these exact entries.
Exactly, and if the remaining 2 players have already got their plans locked in for this strategy, even though it's seemingly not working, it's very hard to change it at this stage. They just have to power on and hope that they can get some 3 stars towards the end here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I have no idea what they will do. But I'm sure this is not the only strategy that these players know. Of course, they are so versatile at this level, and we've seen versatility and different attack styles from Super BLTX in the past. So now really the question is, do they think that this attack strategy will still be the right choice, or do they switch it up? But before that, we are back in early attacks corner.
Just pretend it's a legend attack. 30 seconds, scout, go in, you're good, right? Let's find out if early attacks can get the 3 star. This would allow them to take huge control of this war. And are we starting with a Skelly Bat Donut? Don't tell me we're going for the Town Hall again. I don't think I can take the pressure myself.
It would be a wonder if more than 2 teams had prepared that for today. And yeah, no, not today. He is coming in for the Clan Castle and the multi. Okay, he made the multi-invis the first time, but then he reacted with the second invisibility spell deployment. Now 1 more should give him the value he's intending, but no. I mean, he gets the Expo, which is nice to have, but of course he wanted the multi. And on top of that, he activated the Town Hall, but not the Rage Spell Tower.
Yeah, you can see in that Rage Tower area as well, it's not even the multi itself, it's having to get through that to get to the other buildings that are then enraged. It's just so much extra time and damage that on defense they're able to do. With the hero dive moving into that portion now, will that multi prove to be the deciding factor? Oh, I thought the Queen was even going to go to the outside for a second there, Maxi, but just about nips in towards the Eagle Artillery.
Yeah, thankfully not. The question is, okay, no, the question is not if the Queen can get the multi-inferno, because this is not the wall he's breaking. Rather, he wants to go into that 9 o'clock compartment, but with the multi being so close, it will do constant damage on his troops, especially with the Queen finding the tornado trap, and the Queen is dying slowly but surely. Can she step out of range of the multi in time?
Oh, the Unicorn just can't get her healed up fast enough. Yes, just about gets out of range with the 2 ice golems now protecting. She can clear this side.
Oh, that's nice. Wow. The first ice golem even popped and thus used its freeze ability, and that allows the Queen to take out the enemy Queen and the scatter shot.
And that air defense, hugely important, obviously, for this Lalo. With that down, you can see everything now concentrating in towards the Town Hall. Rage Tower pops, we've got the Battle Blimp on there. With the Town Hall down, can everything move around it? But at the moment, everything moving around the multi-inferno.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's exactly what is remaining standing and what he wanted to get with the Skelly Donut. Now, I think he just has to play according to his initial plan. But look at this Queen still going, by the way, on the left side. Maybe she will finish the multi eventually. Yeah, as I said, he has to go in with this initial plan to the right side and hope that enough balloons can collapse onto this multi-inferno in the end. And so far, I think it's looking good, unless there's a huge red mine farm!
No! A perfect freeze! He did what he could do, but on defense, we've mentioned the strength that Super BLTX have on defense. The red air bombs taking those down, but is it still enough? They can get the bomb tower. We've got the hour with the Warden Maxi. Everything cleaning up. Can they get the multi-target Inferno in the end? Is They can! Let's give a round of applause for early attacks, because he held his nerve right until the end. And now they are in a commanding position despite that first attack.
They surely are. Now they have 10 stars over 6, so that means Super is under super pressure now. They really need to get that 3-star. They do not have a chance anymore if they get another 2-star unless their opponent get a 1-star that we don't want to think about at this point. So that means early attacks, depending on the outcome of Super's next attack, could go for a safe 2-star approach rather than maybe their initial 3-star plan. So that will be something we have to keep our eyes peeled on. But for now, yeah, it's all about a Super's attack. And I think it's ready to go. So let's give it up for Super and maybe their comeback.
Well, they've got to get this 3-star if they have any chance. We're going in with, I thought we were going to use a similar approach looking at the troop composition, but he swapped to the Battle Blimp for skeleton spells. We do have the Sneaky Goblins clearing all of those resource buildings, so clearly wanting to get in towards the Town Hall there with the approach they've been using.
Yeah, that's right. So they're not switching it up for now, but we know that Wei is an incredible player. He has been the most valuable player at the 2019 World Championship, becoming a world champion with his team at the time, Nobar Esports. So he is experienced, and we know that he is one of the best players in the world. So let's see if he can make it work. The Invis is down. The Town Hall, even with the 3 builder huts, is taken out. And now 2 minutes and 15 seconds to show us how strong this attack strategy might be.
Impeccable timing there with the spells. Battle Blimp. Oh, the Yetis, though, they move up towards the defending king, so they're not going to get the multi-target Inferno. And he committed a rage spell there as well. Super unfortunate, you have to say. Really nothing he could do about that.
Yeah, that's right. It's, I mean, the King's reign, the King's platform was far away, so I don't think he could have really foreseen this or taken this too much into account. But anyways, we have to wait and see. The other attacks really didn't just fail because of a backhand multi-inferno. So let's see maybe that in general, this approach will look stronger in the hands of Wei. He's not using the log launcher, as you said. He switched it up, so instead he had to invest a jump spell that he now used into the core of the base. But cores of bases are scary because all of the damage comes from all of the sides, so it's the most clumped up damage you can have in a base.
Indeed, managing to Use the Warden ability with the Headhunter running through. Does now get that Royal Champion, which means the attacking Royal Champion is clear on the right side to keep the Queen moving through the center. I am a little bit concerned of that Rage spell. You can just see it on defense. Back up. There it pops. And his King, despite having the Phoenix, there's nothing else around to help reinforce at the moment. He's still got enough to react. 50 seconds, I think, is the main factor here.
Yeah, but on the other hand, this Rage spell will now run out. So once the Queen and the Royal Champion get into this area, it will not be there anymore. Hopefully it runs out in just a second. But also the King, with the help of the Phoenix, was brought back to life and did impeccable damage on the enemy Queen. So it will be easy for his Queen and Royal Champion to take her out.
Good.
And Judah, what are we even talking about still? This is a 3-star with the Royal Champion ability in the bag. Wei has done it! Congrats!
Zero nerves. Did you see the camera at the bottom? He was just dialed in, knew exactly what he was doing all along. And what an exciting finish we're going to have to the end of this war. I feel like every single one of them today has come down to the wire and been anybody's game. But it's really nice to see that attack finally paying off for them. Maybe that's the momentum shift they needed to close out this war. Let's find out. We've still got early attacks in the lead, essentially, with their dominating position. So they really have to counter defense before they can have that opportunity.
That's right, but you know, the interesting thing is I just counted percentages, and Super BLTX are still in the lead by far. So if early attacks were to 2-star now, that means that Super BLTX could actually come back from this with the triple in their last attack. So let's find out what early attacks can do in their last attack.
Super Barbarians. Just starting out with those as well. Finds a Tesla for the Flinger, making sure that he can distract the border there as well. He does have a Yeti, so presumably once he gets a little bit closer, he'll use the Yeti. Because we do have the Archer Queen down to the bottom here with the Super Barbarians funneling. Waiting on the healers a little bit longer, but obviously she's not under heavy fire, so all good so far.
Yeah, and a nice patient job there with the Super Barbarians funneling. And also look at this, at the right side of the base, this area is so trapped against a Flame Flinger, but he's able to lure all of the Teslas and traps there with his initial troop deployment.
Mortar does get one fire off to the Flinger as the Yeti got in range, but I'm sure he's not too devastated. Looks down with the healers though. Has to now quickly send in balloons because he's hit 2 red air mines. Fortunately triggers another. There certainly could be more down there. Let's keep our eyes closed, eyes open, looking at that area.
Yeah, and definitely Niarom should not close his eyes, especially. The Queen was low there for a second, and he finds so many traps. So this seems to be baited, but great job there with using the Queen ability. I don't know if maybe it was even forced, but her health was so low there for a second, but he was able to keep her alive.
Pressing that King ability on the left side means that the Queen will redirect across to the right, but check this out. There's all of the other red air mines. She goes up to the Eagle. I don't think she's going to that Town Hall anytime soon, Maxi.
No, it doesn't look like it, and oh, the invis was not perfectly deployed, and also even with the Queen surviving just a little bit longer, she will go back to the Town Hall, as I just was about to say. No, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. It looked like she would stay in the core of the berries, but she doesn't get it! No! But maybe Super Barbarians.
He's got to send those in, but they've got a long way to go. Their rage will be down by the time they get there.
Oh.
They do, fortunately, since it had a slither of health, get that down. Keeping calm. Calmer than us. Skeleton spells on the backside of the base. The Royal Champion has very little health, and there's not a lot of troops. It's really whether the Super Barbarians can collapse to that scatter shot. It gets one fire off. It gets the second.
Oh, no!
They have all fell. So it's not going to be the 3-star, which I think, as you mentioned, means Super BLTX can take this.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, and it was a little bit unfortunate that the Digi did not get a stun onto the Monolith. Rather, it went for the Skellies, so those were stunned, which doesn't help a lot. But yeah, we end with a 94 Will it be 95? No. We will watch a minion shooting away at a clan castle for just a little bit now, but we will stay at the 94% 2-star. And yeah, as I said before, if Super, now 3-star, their last attack, they can actually still win this.
Absolutely. They will be on 12 stars early attacks after this. Super BLTX on the 9, but you can see the percentage. Like you said, they are so far in the lead. However, in the current meta, having 3 stars on the board is always